He's the god of thunder. Amazing and compelling that I'm completely drawn into his spell.
Oh, well, hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome.
How are you?
Lorraine.
Oh,
Tamara?
You're good.
You have a really good memory.
Oh, well, we've met before.
We have. So are you getting into any mischief yet?
Now?
Yes.
Not specifically, unless you include, like, hiding behind you just then.
Oh, okay. Well, then fairly tame thus far.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. We could take us as like the kickoff of the mischief, just like a small step into the mischief arena.
What would you recommend for mischief tonight? I mean, there's a lot of mischief happening. Taika Waititi is here.
That's true.
So he brings the mischief himself, you know.
Maybe, wait a minute. Maybe y'all were miscast. Maybe he should have been Loki and you should have been Korg.
Listen, I don't know if you've seen the B-roll of Taika Waititi wearing the Loki horns. There was a lot of that about, you know. Yeah. No, there is one Korg, and his name is Taika. That's for sure.
There you have it. Did you get into a lot of mischief on the set? Did you enjoy sort of the freeness that you had working with him?
Yeah, I really did. It was his freedom at work and his invention is an amazing thing to behold, because there's nothing. He creates so much time, and making movies is always a limited time. Even on a big one, you think you have more time, but you've always got to shoot the scene and move on. And with Taika, he just created space for every actor to feel free to play and free to invent and free to come up with stuff. And I was in awe of everybody else, actually. There was a take watching Jeff Goldblum extemporize for 25 minutes. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. and I sort of wish it was in the movie, but it can't be.
No.
Now, do you get nervous as an actor doing so much improv on set because you don't know what's going to end up in the final cut? Do you want to have more control over your performances, or did you feel with Taika, I trust this guy?
Oh, I completely trusted him, yeah. And it was fun because it was also a different iteration of Loki, and I was really excited about taking Loki in a new direction and sort of developing him so it wasn't the same thing you've seen before, and Chris and Taika and Kevin Feige and Lou D'Esposito had said, we're going to make this a funny one. So it was really about chasing the humor as far as we could.
Now, I do have to ask, do you have a little bit of a grudge against Hela? I mean, Loki's used to being the big bad villain. She's kind of stolen your colors, the green and the black.
No, I don't. You know, Loki's always danced on the fault line between the light and the dark. And I think he's still there, to be honest. So what I quite like is that there is a part of Loki that is an Asgardian. And so yeah, in the end of the day, I think Thor appeals to that part of Loki that is something bigger than a green cape and a big headdress.
Well, I am rooting for Loki to do the right thing, always.
Good. Thank you very much.
Now, you got to inhabit Odin, or more so, Sir Anthony Hopkins got to inhabit you. Did you guys get to work together?
We did, yeah. It was very, very funny, actually. I think Tony had a lot of fun that day. He was he pushed it right to the edge. And I think he really enjoyed himself. I just said to have as much fun as you can. Loki's always having a good time. And I think he did.
Well, we certainly had a good time watching you. We can't wait to watch more of you.
Thanks so much. Enjoy tonight. You guys have been working hard, I think.
We have, but soon we're going to get to enjoy this film, so we're pretty excited about it.
Me too. I'm excited about seeing it, especially with an audience.
Oh, yes.
You know, because it's funny.
Yeah, that room will be filled with laughter. We guarantee it.
Hope so.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Okay.
We'll see you in a bit.
Good night.